make the most of your makeup collection and use your makeup products to the fullest, then this video is going to be really helpful for you. Hi guys, my name is Muskan Hingorani and I am a professional makeup artist, and in this video I am going to be showing you how I achieved this highlighter without using an actual highlighter, this contour without using an actual contour, how I did these eyebrows without using an eyebrow powder or eyebrow pencil, and also how I use a pale nude lipstick to make it work for your skin tone. If you know how I did that, then please keep on watching. Hi guys, as you can already see that I have done my face makeup, as in my base makeup, my foundation and everything. So I'm going to be straight away starting with the multitasking products. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be using is this darker compact as my contour. Okay, so just for comparison's sake, okay, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you. As you can see, I have compared them both, this shade and this shade. They look very similar and they look very nice as a contour on my face as well. So if at all you have a darker compact, way more darker than your actual shade or your gifted one, you can use that as a contour powder. It actually looks very seamless. I'm just going to be using this brush, taking this like this, and I'm going to go from this to this. Okay. If you have a compact of your choice, which you do like a lot, so you can get a darker shade in that and use also as a contour, because you do know the formula, you are very comfortable with that formula, and hence you will be able to blend it very nicely on your face as well. So this is a trick I really highly recommend doing. Okay, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking the same shade and actually using as my eyeshadow as well. So you can do two things with it. You can either use your contour powder as your eyeshadow, even your darker compact as your eyeshadow, the medium brown shade that goes in the crease, because it looks fantastic and you obviously need a medium brown shade in every look that you do. So yeah, it's a very nice way to multi-use products. This on this brush, okay, and on my crease. A great tip would be you can also use it all over the lid and it will also look very pretty. I really hope that you can see the difference. I know it's a very light shade for my skin tone, but I just wanted to give a hint of medium brown on my eyes. And the thing I'm going to be doing is, a lot of people, I don't see them doing this, but I do this a lot and it works great for me. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using a dark brown shade, okay, because my hair are already black, so I will go for a darker brown shade on my eyebrows, and I'll be using this dark brown eyeshadow as my eyebrow powder. It works very nice for me, since as you can see, I have very bushy eyebrows, okay. But if you have very thin or sparse brows, then it may not work as much nice as it works for me, because I already have very full brows. I just need to fill them in a little bit to make them look more polished. Okay, so this trick works absolutely wonders for me, because I don't need to go and grab another eyebrow pencil or anything like that to fill in my brows. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to be using this ankle brush to fill it. Multitask when you are traveling, or you are on a budget, or you have an eyeshadow palette lying around with such a dark brown shade. Make sure it's matte, no shimmers would work, only mattes. Okay, make sure it's a matte. As you can see, they are all filled in, and I don't see a much difference between an eyeshadow and an eyebrow powder, except that eyebrow powder could be a little bit more long lasting, but honestly I've been doing this for a long time and I see no difference. Eyeshadows on my personal eyebrows stay on the same for a really long time, till I actually remove the makeup. Okay, so now moving on to the next step. Okay, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using a champagne eyeshadow. Okay, again from this same palette. I'm going to be using this eyeshadow. I'll show you a swatch of it. Okay, so as you can see, I know it looks white, but no, it's a very good champagne shade. Okay, just it's a swatch here. Okay, so yeah, So for my skin tone, I personally do like such shades on my cheeks. Okay, I don't know why it's looking so white, but it does reflect quite a gold thing on my cheeks. Okay, so what I'm using this brush on this eyeshadow. Okay, the pan is big enough to take it. I'm going to be applying it as my highlight. I hope you can see that. Okay, so I'm going to be applying blush and then it will look more put together. Right now I purposely put the contour in that place and the highlight because I want to put a blush there. It is looking that different, but after putting a blush, I know it will look very nice, very put together. If I wanted, I would have just used a bronzer instead of a contour, and I could have made these two work as well. But I purposely wanted to put a blush so it becomes a more put together look. And even if you are of a more deeper skin tone than mine, you can go even more deeper on the shades, okay, of the eyeshadow. So you can basically use your eyeshadows as your highlights, and you can see how glowy and shiny it looks. Okay, I used to personally do that when I didn't have access to a lot of makeup. When I was just starting out, I did this a lot and I got the same results. So yeah, this is a tip I did from then. Okay, now I'm back with all of my face done. Okay, as you can see, the highlight looks so nice. Okay, since I did the eyes so simple, I felt like doing a blue liner to give it a bit of pop and match it with that top. Okay, so now I'm going to be moving on to a lipstick trick. Okay, so I'm going to be using this dark lipstick. Okay, this is from Faces. Okay, so this is a very dark shade. Okay, there are many people who own such shades but don't use them that often. Okay, so what you can do is, okay, just I'll apply this and I'll show you what. Okay, so as you would have noticed, I have applied a very thin layer. I have not made it very bold as the shade is. Okay, the shade is Wine Drop from Faces. Okay, now so this is a very, very light brown shade. Okay, even on my skin tone, it doesn't suit me well. It looks very, very neat. Okay, so what most people do is that they don't use such lipsticks and they just collect dust. What you can actually do is you can mix such shades to make any of the darker shades that you have to make a new shade for you. I have on purpose applied a light amount on my lips so that when I mix it with this shade, it creates a very unique shade which will actually suit my skin tone, okay, or will not look that bad as I want it to. What you can do is, if at all you apply a very bold lipstick and you are like, oh, it's very dark, what you can actually do is you can just take a tissue paper and just blot your lips, or even on your hand just blot it like this, and the extra product on your lips will come off, and then you can apply such light shade and you can mix it. Okay, as a makeup artist, I love to mix lipsticks because until I get the perfect shade of my choice, I will mix lipsticks. Okay, so this is a very great tip to multi-use those lipsticks to create new shades for you. Okay, so now just I'm going to be applying this lipstick. It's Lakmé's Salmon State. Okay. I have on purpose yet not applied on the upper lips. As you can see, the original shade is on my upper lips, and when I've mixed it with the light shade, how beautiful it looks. Okay, so if you are a more in the medium category where you don't like that bold lipsticks, neither too light lipsticks, you can do this tricks to make the lipsticks that are sitting in your vanity which you haven't used. Okay, now just look how gorgeous that shade looks. Okay, two shades which I wouldn't have used normally, I made them work by mixing them, and it created such a beautiful shade for me. Okay, so this is what I mean by multitasking, by using the products you wouldn't normally use, so that you can use them and make worth of your money, make the most of your makeup. Okay, so now I'll be sharing with you a pro tip. What I usually give is bonus tip. From now I'm going to be mixing, and in some videos I'm going to be giving a pro tip, which is what I do as a makeup artist, and how it can actually even useful be for you guys. Okay, so what I do is, since we makeup artists we have to carry a lot of products, we don't carry 10 different glosses with us. We only carry the lipsticks or the liquid lipsticks, but not 10 glosses, because what we can do is you can use a nude lip gloss, because I know many people won't have a clear one lying around. They might have a nude or a very light shade lying around. Okay, so I'm going to be using this one. This is Avon's Simply Pretty Caramel Shine. I absolutely like it. Okay, so what you can do is you can apply this on your lipstick. Now my lipstick is already very shiny, so it won't, it won't be visible that much. But what you can do is, on a matte lipstick, it will look absolutely fantastic and it will make it glossy, and you don't need to buy the gloss shade of each. You can literally use your lipsticks with just one transparent gloss. So I'm just going to be doing that. Or clear gloss, you can also say that. Okay, so just glossy that lip looks, and even it went a little bit lighter. Okay, so yeah, that's what you can do with your glosses. If you want the shade to remain same, you can use a transparent gloss. If you want it to go a little bit more lighter, you can use a colored nude gloss. Okay, but both, there won't be a much shade difference with both of them. Okay, please make sure to follow me on Instagram. I do all many tips. Also, I have started a new series, Learn Makeup with Muskan, on my Instagram. So please make sure to go and check out my profile. I'll be leaving the handle here, and also subscribe to my channel. For now, bye bye.